DeHart here, 3 Minutes with a Maine Guide, and today we're going to talk bugs. We're going to talk mosquitoes and black flies, okay? We're actually going to do this in like a 3-part thing. We're going to start with this, with the clothing, then we're going to do shelters, and then we're going to do combat methods is the only thing I can call it. So a lot of people always ask me, Lisa, what the heck is this thing on the back of your hat? And what that is a bug net. So I keep it right on the back of my hat. I like the kind that black is the only color you can see through, okay? When you're the first thing you need to know shopping for head nets is black is the only color you can see through. I like the kind that has the straps that go underneath your arm. So this is the one that I prefer. This is how I roll, you guys. And they have to be really bad, really bad. But the big wide brim hat keeps it away from your face, which is nice. And the other thing, if you're an old canoeist like me, thank God they came out with these, because back in the day, we used to cut the sleeve out of an old t-shirt. We used to cut the sleeve out of an old t-shirt and we'd use that as a buff. And then finally somebody said, oh my God, look at those dorky canoeists. Look at what they're doing. And they invented the greatest thing in the entire world, the buff. So this is good to protect your neck, your ears. Maine Guide Larry Totten taught me that at 57 degrees Fahrenheit, there's something called a hysteresis. That means that until it's 57 degrees or warmer, you won't see a mosquito or a black fly. I've never seen that wrong, so I'll believe that's true. Now, when I was a baby canoeist, my husband and I, we used to throw a grumman aluminum canoe on an old 77 Impala that had vinyl seats. When I was a young canoeist, I spilled bug dope on those seats, and in front of my eyes, I watched that vinyl upholstery melt. And I've never put it on my skin since, okay? That's just me. The nicotine patch proves that you can ingest chemicals through your skin, so I never liked that. But I would soak my hat brim, I would soak my shirt sleeves, and I would soak my pant legs, okay? I was all into that, and my boots or whatever. I just didn't put it on my skin. Now, when it comes to bugs, I like this. I like this shirt. It's made of bamboo. The air moves through it. If they're out really bad, you just want loose fitting clothing, okay? So they can't just land and drill, okay? Or you want 2 layers of clothing. All you're looking for is clothing that does this, okay? They can't get the little stinger down through 2 loose layers of clothing doing this, okay? So I never did the expensive mosquito shirts. I'm not saying those aren't fantastic. I'm just saying I never invested in one. And as a guide, as soon as I'm cooking over that fire, after the first night, and I just reek of that smoke, they don't come around. They don't come around us. And the guests will actually say, geez, how come I'm getting bitten? They're all around me and they're not around you. And I would tell them, it's because I reek of the wood smoke from cooking around an open fire. So I know that works. But basically, I've always just gone with the loose, light-fitting clothing, loose-fitting clothing, and my method is to cover up. And I've also had people say, God, Lisa, aren't you hot? And it's like, you know what? This is a choice that every canoeist makes, whether to be hot or be covered in just clusters of bug bites. And if you've ever made the wrong choice on a trip and ended up covered in whole clusters of bites, you're going to know it's better to be warm, a little bit hot that day, peel it all off in the tent and get cool, because when those mosquitoes and black flies get you, they've got you for days, maybe the remainder of the trip. So next week we're going to do bug shelters. Send me any questions in the comments. I love hearing it. I'm Lisa DeHart, and you've just spent 3 minutes with a Maine Guide.